I, Professor Santosh Navle, working as an assistant professor in Civil Engineering Department, Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon. In this video, we are going to learn the numerical problem on continuous beam. In unit number 1, slope and deflection method for the subject structural analysis 2. This is the given numerical problem. Analyze the two-span continuous beam shown in the below figure by slope and deflection method. Draw bending moment and shear force diagram. This is the given continuous beam ABC. Member AB is subjected to a uniformly distributed load and member BC is subjected to a point load 30 kN acting away from the center. The moment of inertia for member AB is I and for member BC it is 1.5 I. The length of member AB is 5 meter and length of member BC is 4 meter. Now the first step in slope and deflection method is to calculate the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. As we know that in the last video we have learned when it is a fixed support the degree of freedom for fixed support is 0. For roller support in case of beam we consider the degree of freedom as 1 and that is theta. So as we are applying it for the joint B, so we will consider it as a theta B. And for at joint C again roller support is there, so again the degree of freedom is 1, that is rotation, and we are applying for joint C, so we call it as theta C. So the degree of freedom or degree of kinematic indeterminacy for the given beam is 2, that is theta B and theta C. Now next step is to find out the fixed moment. So fixed moment are nothing but moment developed at the fixed end of the member due to the given loading. So if you consider the member AB, in member AB the fixed moment will be in anticlockwise direction. Okay, so here we will consider as it is in anticlockwise direction the sign convention for anticlockwise direction positive and for clockwise it is negative. Okay, so here as it is subjected to a uniformly distributed load, the formula is WL square by 12. So value of W is 16, the length is 5, and if you solve it we'll get 33.33. Now fixed moment in member BC, it is in clockwise direction. As it is in clockwise direction, so negative, so minus WL square by 12. Putting the value of W and length, we'll get the fixed moment in member BA as minus 33.33. Now we'll find out the fixed moment in the next member, that is BC. Okay, so fixed moment in the member BC, it will act in anticlockwise direction. So we know that anticlockwise direction sign convention we consider it as plus, and for clockwise it will consider it as minus. So the formula for the point load acting away from the center, the fixed moment in member BC is WAB square upon L square. Putting the value of load, that is 30 W 30. The value of A is 3, value of B is 1. So if we solve this, we'll get the fixed moment in member BC as 5.63. Now fixed moment in member CB, it is in clockwise direction. So as it is in clockwise direction, so minus WA square B upon L square. Value of A is 3, and value of B here it is 1. Okay, put the value and we'll get the fixed moment in member CB as minus 16.88. Now next step is to apply the slope and deflection equation. Okay, so already we know the slope and deflection equation. So MAB equal to MF AB plus 4 EI upon L theta A plus 2 EI upon L theta B plus minus 6 EI upon L square delta. Now here as joint A is fixed support, so the value of theta A is 0, and as there is no sinking of support, so value of delta will be 0. Now putting the value of fixed moment and length, so we get the equation for member AB as 33.33 plus 0.4 EI theta B. Okay, Applying slope and deflection equation for member BA, okay, and putting the value of slope and deflection, fixed moment, okay, and length. Here again theta A and this delta term, it is equal to 0. Okay, so we get the equation for member BA as minus 33.33 plus 0.8 EI theta B. Applying slope and deflection equation for member BC, okay, and here there is one change for member BC. The value of I is 1.5, so you have to put the value of I as 1.5 I, okay. So fixed moment value for member BC is 5.63, putting the value of length and moment of inertia, we get the equation for member BC as 5.63 plus 15 EI theta B plus 0.75 EI theta C. Applying slope and deflection equation for member CB, okay, putting the value of fixed moment in member CB as minus 16.88, as already we have found out, value of I as 1.5 and value of length as 4 meter for member BC. So we get the equation for moment for member CB as minus 16.88 plus 0.75 EI theta B plus 1.5 EI theta C. Now next step in slope and deflection equation is to apply the equilibrium equation. Now the numbers of unknown in this case are 2, that is theta B and theta C. So here we required the 2 equilibrium equation, okay. So here you have to, in slope and deflection equation, we have to consider the joint equilibrium, okay. So at joint B, that is summation of moment at joint B, it should be equal to, it is taken equal to 0, okay. That means whatever the moment is there in member BA should be same in member BC. So here we consider it as anticlockwise as positive, so member MBA, okay, and this moment is in clockwise direction, so minus, so it will be MBC, equal to, MBC, okay. So here this moment MBA is in anticlockwise, so positive, and MBC is minus, okay, minus. So if you take this on this side of this equal sign, so we get the equation MBA plus MBC equal to 0. Now we know the moment equation for MBA, already we have find out by applying the slope and deflection equation. So that is this value, okay. So the equation of moment for MBC is 5.63 plus 1.5 EI theta B plus 0.75 EI theta C, okay. So here we get this first equilibrium equation, okay. Now we have to apply the second equilibrium condition, that is moment, summation of moment at C equal to 0, okay, as there is a simple support, so we can apply this. So at joint C there is only one member, that is MCB, so MCB equal to 0, okay. So we know the equation for moment, that is 0.75 EI theta B plus 1.5 EI theta C equal to 16.88. Now solving this equation 1 and 2, we get the value of EI theta B as 10.01 and EI theta C as 6.25. Here we cannot apply that summation of moment at A equal to 0, as there is a fixed support. So putting the value of EI theta B and EI theta C, which were the unknowns, okay, in the slope and deflection equation, and we'll get the moment in different members of this structure, MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB. Okay. The next step is to calculate the support reaction. Now first you have to find out the support reaction due to the given loading. So here for member AB, the given load is uniformly distributed load of intensity 16 kilonewton per meter, length is 5. So end reaction will be WL by 2 and that value is 40. Now for member BC, as it is subjected to point load acting away from the center, here the end reaction will be 30 into 1 divided by L, that is 4. The value is 7.5. Here the end reaction is 22.5. So the formula is 30 into 3 divided by 4. We'll get this value 22.5. Now we know that end moment in member AB is 37.33 positive. End moment in member BA, it is minus. Okay. So it is in clockwise direction. Here the sign is wrong. I should be wrong. So for member AB, we have to find out the unbalanced moment. Here, if you consider these two moments, the value of moment at joint A is more. So naturally the unbalanced moment will be applying at joint A. Okay. So you have to find out the unbalanced moment. So 37.33 minus is plus and this is minus. So minus 25.32. So here we'll get the value of unbalanced moment. So as this unbalanced moment will rotate the structure in anti-clockwise direction, you have to apply the reaction which will act in clockwise direction. So you have to apply the reaction in such a way. Suppose if you see here the reaction, it will rotate the structure in clockwise direction. Okay, so here it will be downward and here it will be upward. Or if you are not getting where the unbalanced movement is here you show the reaction upward and to the next end or next joint you show it downward. So this reaction due to unbalanced movement 37.33 minus 25.32 divided by length 5. So we'll get the value 22.40. Okay. So we'll find out the support reaction for joint A. So 40 acting upward positive, 2.4 acting upward positive. So we get the value 40 plus 2.4 is 42.4. Here the reaction is 40 and here the reaction is downward. So it is minus 2.4. So 40 minus 2.4. So we get the value 37.6. Okay. Now in member BC, the moment is 25.32. So it is acting in anti-clockwise direction as the value is positive. Here there is no moment. So the reaction due to the unbalanced moment is 25.32 plus 0 divided by length 4. So we get the value as 6.33 kilonewton. So here 7.5 acting upward positive, 6.33 acting upward. So we get the value 7.5 plus 6.33 equal to 13.83. Here 22.5 is acting upward and 6.33 acting downward. So 22.5 minus 6.33, we get the value 16.70. So these are the support reaction. So here the reaction at A is 42.4. Okay, then in portion AB there is a uniformly distributed load. So 42.4 minus 16 into 5. So we get the value 37.3. So the reaction at B is 37.6 plus 13.83. So here there will be a upward and that value is 13.83. In this portion there is no load, so there will be horizontal reaction. Horizontal, you have to join by horizontal line. So 30 minus 13.83, we get the value 16.17, that is minus. So here there is no load, so join by horizontal line. At C, the reaction is 16.17, so you have to, here the value is 0. Then you have to draw the bending moment diagram. We know that at joint A, the moment is 37.33. At joint B, in member BA, it is 25.32 and negative, and in member BC is 25.32 positive. Though it is positive or negative, at the respective joint, you have to show the moment in the upward direction. Okay, so here the moment is 37.33, here the moment is 25.32, and at joint C the moment is 0. So you have to join it by a straight line. Okay, now then you have to impose this fixed moment with the free bending moment diagram. So as it is the uniformly distributed load, the formula is WL square by 8. So WL square by 8, if you put the value of W 60, L as 5, so we get the answer as 50. So here for the point load acting away from the center, so the value is WAB upon L. So WAB upon L. So we know the value of W 30, A as 3, B as 1 divided by L is 4. So we get the value 22.5. Okay, join it by the straight line as there is point load. Here you have to draw, join by the second degree curve. Okay, so by joining this we will get the superimposed bending moment diagram. Okay, these are the shear force diagram and this is the superimposed bending moment diagram for the given continuous beam. Okay. Thank you.